Alright, so apparently Young Thug is a snitch, or at least that's what people are saying. Let's go ahead and tap into the situation.
Now, Young Thug, one of the most popular rappers out of Atlanta, has been caught up in snitching allegations that could ruin his career. The internet has been going crazy after an alleged audio leaked claiming to show Young Thug cooperating with detectives. Thug quickly denied it, firing off a series of tweets defending himself, but whether it's real or not, the question still stands. Did Young Thug just expose the street code for what it really is? In my opinion, if you ask me, I think he did. Back in May.
Well, okay, first off, let's just say this. I don't know why regular civilians really care about rappers snitching. It doesn't really change anything. Like, I'm gonna keep it a beam. All right, if I'm from the trap of Atlanta, from the streets of Atlanta, East Atlanta, whatever, right? And I hear this news and I hear that Thug broke the street code, I might care a little bit, but at the same time, he ain't snitch on me. So why should I really give two cares? Let's keep it PG. Two really cares. Like, why would I really care, honestly? But in the case of Thug, wasn't you clowning Gunna for being a snitch? Wasn't you clowning other people for being a snitch? Clowning all these people for being snitches, but in all reality, you are one too. That's weirdo behavior in my opinion. Now, I've honestly always thought Thug is a little bit off-putting. I've heard some information about him that he's not the greatest person. I'm pretty sure we all know that. So I don't know why y'all expect somebody who isn't the best moral of character to have moral codes and standings when it comes to snitching, bro. The only reason why he wouldn't snitch is because it's street code. But at the same time, Thug was facing like 50 years in prison, wasn't he, or something like that, for the RICO charge? Then all of a sudden, all of it got wiped away. What else do you think he possibly could have done? You thought the judges was fucking with his truly humble under God approach? Come on, man. We all knew he snitched, bro. Come on, let's be real.
May 2022, Atlanta rapper Young Thug's life took a dramatic turn. He was arrested alongside 27 members of his YSL crew and got hit with a RICO that included over 60 charges, including drug trafficking, firearm possession, and more. Thug was denied bail and ended up spending over 2 years behind bars in Fulton County Jail. By the time his case finally went to trial in November 2023, it had already become one of the most heavily covered legal battles in rap history. After losing over 900 days locked up, Thug eventually struck a deal in October 2024. He pled guilty to multiple gang, drug, and gun charges, while also pleading no contest on a racketeering conspiracy charge. The judge hit him with 40 years, but in reality, it turned into just 15 years of probation. And although Thug could finally walk free, there were very strict conditions, like he can't return to Atlanta except for family emergencies or events, and has to perform anti-gang presentations in the community, and can't be seen promoting gang culture in any ways. And after all that, Thug went through after showing his disdain for snitches, now Thug is caught up in a situation that tells a whole nother story. So there's this audio that leaked a few days ago of supposedly Young Thug cooperating with detectives. So in one of these clips, you can hear Young Thug talking about how he's made promises, I'm assuming, to keep his mouth shut, right? And then he says, and I'm paraphrasing, whatever you want to know, I'll tell you, speaking to the detective, just don't tell the world.
This?
Yes, sir.
Look like he a snitch, bruh.
Just keep promises. Whatever anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
What you got, bro?
Yes, you can.
Hey.
I don't have your number.
Well, give it to me. If you ain't giving it to her,
And then in this other audio of Young Thug, you can hear him name dropping Pee Wee Roscoe.
This motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This nigga was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. This nigga damn shot at this nigga to us. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying.
Who was the man who shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus back in 2015. He's close with Thug, worked as his tour manager, and he did time for this crime. So Thug is allegedly cooperating with the police, even name dropping Lil Wayne in the interrogation room. Now this audio has allegedly been out for some time, and I had never really heard about it, but it just went viral on the internet, and Thug responded right away on X, formerly known as Twitter, shutting down all the...
Man, just say Twitter. Just say Twitter.
They didn't play my interrogation video in court case. I helped my brother. #ratware? ? Basically saying if he really snitched, why wouldn't prosecutors have used it against him? After that, Pee Wee Roscoe, the same guy who was accused of shooting up Lil Wayne's tour bus back in 2015, came out defending Young Thug. He said, Jeff clean as Listerine. He did what a real street nigga was supposed to do. Now, I'm sure most people know how vocal Young Thug has been about snitches.
Let's keep it a bit.
Most famously, after his release, he's condemned rapper Gunna, who also used to be a part of...
Oh, let's see this tweet real quick. If you a rapper and you a rat, you gotta just go to gospel, twin. Well, looks who's going to gospel now, man. Soundboard, you're letting me down. Boom, sound effect. Hey, man, Thug, we expecting that new gospel album by next year, bro. Come on.
Most famously,
Chop,
after
chop.
his release, he's condemned rapper Gunna, who also used to be a part of his YSL crew, and did time in the feds for the RICO. Gunna eventually got out, ran up a bag, did his thing, and now he's one of the more successful rappers out there. His career is doing extremely well. But the controversy around his name was
because people was giving Gunna hell after that, after they found out he snitched. But hey, at the same time, bro, I will never understand getting mad at a rapper for snitching. Most of these people are phony and fakes. Now, Thug wasn't actually a fake. He was actually in the streets. But you can't put street art, like real nigga expectations on fake niggas. I'm gonna keep it a beat.
When he eventually got out, Gunna took an Alfred plea deal. Basically, it's a way for you to formally accept guilt in court so you can take the deal, but at the same time, you know, you can still say you're innocent. It's like kind of like telling the judge, I didn't do this, but I'll take the punishment anyway. And that's how the Snitching label got stamped on Gunna. There's absolutely no proof that he actually shared anything in detail, but his reputation took a hit within the street side of hip-hop as a result of that. And then now, ironically, we have Young Thug doing any and everything he can prove to strangers on the internet that he's not a snitch. You know, the so-called street code, particularly in hip-hop, is one of the most hypocritical things I've ever witnessed. A lot of these guys, you know, document their crimes in their music. They always talk about how real they are, you know, why they never speak to the police. But obviously, all that is an image that they're selling. It's a very powerful image because it projects a fake kind of authenticity and boldness that you don't typically see in the real world. And the fans, they eat all that shit up. But obviously,
and also, here's the thing I don't really like about it. It's also promoting gun and drug culture. I know we all joke about the CIA did this, CIA did that, but in all reality, I really do hope y'all realize that the CIA did create this type of hood thug rap music. Rap music didn't start like this, bro. Rap music started talking about the hibbity boppities, boppity boppities back in New York and shit, bro. They was over here just rapping about whatever, rapping about their struggles and pains and trying to prosper and get better. He's over here rapping about cool stuff. They trying to make dance songs. Now, you got niggas rapping about drugs and killing people. What are we talking about? Why are we rapping about this? It's not a good thing. Why are we glamorizing this? That's weird. So, the CIA did start this. We not us, but certain black men and black women have taken that and ran with it because these labels that the CIA is putting up to this is paying them money. So, Thug is one of these people who took the money and started rapping about it. But I do believe, from the information I've heard about Thug, he's always been a street nigga. I just don't think he was talking about it as much as he is now in his music, right? Or he was formerly in his music. All of that stuff catches up to you, though. Because, of course, the feds was listening to his music. They was trying to shut that shit down. Cooked his ass, bro. So you took all of that money to rap about this horrible stuff, killing people, doing crimes in your community, talking about how you love doing it, and man, you're real for saying it and not hiding, and but you're basically snitching on yourself, bro. You get paid to snitch on song, and you finally got the consequences of your actions. And instead of dealing with them and taking that 50 years, you decided to pussy out, snitch on everybody else who you probably encouraged into doing this behavior. And now you're trying to get mad at or point the finger at other people talking about, oh, now you snitched. Well, you're a snitch yourself. It's one of the fakest things you can do. You're a fake phony. I'm going to keep it a bit. I'll call it how it is. I don't care. Now, look, you send your people after me. My fault. I'm apologize. I'm a fake phony, too. I'm a suburban kid. I'm not hard. But I call shit how I see it, bro. Thug, hey, you got caught, man.
It's all marketing, it's all branding, and in the end, it's a product. And speaking of the so-called street code in general, honestly, it's one of the most backward things I've ever witnessed or seen in my entire life. It's protect the streets over protecting the community or one's own family. It glorifies loyalty to chaos and dysfunction instead of loyalty to one's own life. And
because they're getting paid to promote that. They know that's not good. Thug knows you're not, like, he shouldn't be promoting that shit, but he's getting paid to do it. That's the only reason why he would do it. He wouldn't get his money. He wouldn't have those #1 albums that are really botted by the labels. I'm letting y'all know this right now. If he didn't promote this shit. That's just how it is. It just is. You don't care. Thug don't care about the community. He don't care about nobody else except him. I doubt he even care about his family for real, bro. If he did, he wouldn't be making music like that, bro. It negatively affects everybody.
Sure, we all know this, but there's no honor among thieves, right? These are the same people who, when someone from their crew gets locked up, they end up trying to fuck his baby mama and pretend like they have like a shared bond, which really it's not built on anything, right? Because when you look at what happens in a lot of these cases, when they eventually are in that cold interrogation room, you see how fast they turn on each other. I mean, you even saw this in the YSL case itself. Half the members cooperated with the feds the same second they got arrested. The biggest lie that's been told is that there's morals among this group of people who have no issues with shooting at anything that moves, which includes women and children. There's absolutely no structure to how things are done because the whole thing is built on lawlessness. When there's no structure, there's no real way of operating, especially in times of pressure. And that's why the so-called street code falls apart the moment somebody's facing real time. In that interrogation room, survival takes over and survival has no rules. And then if
you're not building your foundation on discipline and God, you're not really gonna succeed. I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick, bro. If you ever want to do something in life, you need to understand there's rules and set boundaries for whatever you're doing. It's rules and parameters that you follow, not to control you, but to help you out. There's certain things that you do that will keep you on a straight path that you need to be on. If you weary or weather or do other things, that's when you end up getting screwed. I'm telling you right now, we all mess up, we all make mistakes, but when your whole foundation is built on chaos and making money off of other people's misfortunes, that's what happens. That's why you should really, that's why I say it all the time. Fast money is not good money. Good money is money that is made with hard work, effort, strategicness, and also not screwing over other people. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? So that's what I'll say.
Have guys like Gunna who get shunned for separating themselves from that energy, and they're the ones who get called fake. No, that guy didn't fold. He made the smartest possible decision that he could make, which was cut off the bad energy, roll in a different circle, put down a cup, pick up some better habits. I'm sure a lot of people have seen Gunna's fitness transformation. He's doing very good health-wise.
The only thing Gunna is doing bad right now is talking about sex so much. Like some of his songs be super freaky, but he's always been doing that. I'm not finna lie. Besides that, Gunna, bro, he's living a good life right now. Besides that, he's living a really good life.
The street side is the one that's really losing, because take away the image and what are you really left with? Jail time, a bad record, fake friends, your BM getting fucked on, money you can't spend. That's the side that doesn't get glorified because that's not the so fancy aspect. I mean, think about it. You make a bunch of money in the streets. What can you really do with it? Because anything under your name isn't going to cut it. You've been unemployed for the last 10 years, and then suddenly you go to Chase trying to, deposit a bunch of drug money, and then that's when you end up in one of those body cam videos. And this is how a lot of street rappers' careers actually get started. Either they front somebody money who end up laundering it for them through music or another type of business, or they get fronted money themselves from a, let's say, investor. I think we really have to start changing the narrative on the street shit, man, because the fact that it's 2025 and this lifestyle is still being glorified by grown men is crazy. It doesn't.
I don't think people are glorifying it no more, though. The only people who are glorifying it is stupid jits, stupid kids who think this shit is cool, which is sad in my opinion, but it's what it is right now. I think anybody over the age of 20 who's still in the street shit, they know it's not the smart way to go. Like, if one of your goals in life is to become a trapper, brother, you're lost. I'm gonna keep it a beam. There's so many other ways to get good, reputable money. It just takes effort. The only reason why people do that street shit, sell drugs, scam, all of that, is because it's easy. Yo, I'm telling y'all right now, easy money is never the best money. Easy money is never good money. You got to work hard for your bread, and if you're not working hard, it's not good money.
Offer anything productive in the real world. As a matter of fact, it's pure destruction, and we know that because we've seen what happens when people entertain that way of living. You know how many people are in the morgue currently or doing life in prison, which is basically being dead, because they thought they were following a street code? The amount of potential that's been wasted is crazy, and I think it's time we start looking at it by calling a spade, which is, it's lame. There's no honor in it. The so-called street code doesn't exist. And the sad part is there's a lot of people who find out too late. I do want to say that a lot of them are products of their own environment, but I do want to say that the majority are a product of their...
I'm sorry, I don't fuck with that product of your own environment shit. I'm going to keep it a beam. Now look, I'm going to say this right now. This is coming from a kid who was grown up with a 2-parent household in the suburbs my whole life. So take whatever I say right now with a grain of salt, because I did not live that lifestyle, and I'm not telling you I lived that lifestyle. But that being said, I grew up in an area where a lot of my homies lived a lifestyle typical to that. Even though I'm from the suburbs, right next to my shit, growing up, let's trap. If you look up where I live, I'm not going to tell y'all, in the city, part I live, back then, this shit used to be kind of ghetto. Nah, not even ghetto, it used to be ghetto. Niggas was scared to go on to drive on the street that my school was on, bro. And I went to a technical private school. It's a weird situation. I don't want to get into it. It's a weird situation. But that being said, I went to school with niggas who had lived that type of lifestyle. I've been in their houses. I've been in their homes. Some of them had 2-parent households. Some of them didn't. But oftentimes, I'm going to tell you right now, when you're in that situation, from what I've heard, you know what's the right decision. You always know what's the right decision. But then you see what's easy. You see what everybody else is doing. And you choose to go the quick money route. Let's not give niggas graces. I understand if you're put in a certain situation, it is harder for you to make that right choice. But at the same time, we all know what's the right choice. We all know what's going to actually grant us success. It's just going to take us harder, take us longer. I'm so tired of people talking about, oh yeah, this music, this, that. It's causing me to make bad decisions. No, you're making the bad decision yourself. Nothing. I don't give a fuck what it is. Nobody can influence you to make a bad decision besides yourself. Because people are always going to tell you stuff. People are going to tell you the right things to do, the wrong things to do. It's up to you to choose the choice. So talking about this product, oh, he was just a product of his environment. Oh yeah. Yo. Some of the greatest minds of all time, some of the greatest athletes of all time, some of the greatest business owners of all time came from the absolute slums. If they can make it out, you can make it too. LeBron James is the prime example. Yes, granted, yes, he was always going to be the GOAT. Whatever. He grew up in the pure slums. You don't even want to talk about LeBron James. You can talk about Oprah Winfrey. She grew up in Memphis, like slums. Michelle Obama she grew up in O-Block. They all successful, bro. Now, whether you like those people or not, I don't care. But I'm telling you right now, don't buy into that product of your environment shit. Don't buy into that generational curse shit. Nigga, you determine your own reality, bro. If you want to take that easy money route, fast money route, even though you know that, and you take that route, if something bad happens to you, I don't feel bad. Because now we got too many resources. We got too much information from this device right here to see the bad route and still choose it. That's like a fat person blaming McDonald's for them being fat. Brother, you have a choice. You can either go to McDonald's or Chipotle across the street. You chose the Big Mac, my nigga. Why would I feel bad for you, bro? Why? So look, I know I'm from the suburbs. I grew up in a stable household, so I really can't comment on this. But at the same time, I've seen the slums. I've seen the prosperity. I've seen niggas from the absolute gutter become successful people. And I've seen people from 2-parent households get locked up on murder charges. It's all decisions. I don't give a fuck about the product and environment. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It's all decisions from my point of view. I know the comments finna be crazy on this video. I'm cool with it. Because I know a lot of people going to disagree. But I'm telling you right now, you decide your own reality. If you want to die early, bro, go trap and scam. But you know the right answer. You know what you're supposed to do. I understand niggas be in tough situations. You need to get money quick. But at the same time, bro, there's other ways to do it. You need quick money? Go on TikTok right now and make some funny content. It's so easy. It's so easy nowadays. But don't trap and scam. The fuck? That's never gonna work out, bro. Work hard for your money.
Decisions which led them to that lifestyle. It's a myth that keeps on getting perpetuated and sold to the masses because there's money in selling the image. Anyway, I think Young Thug kind of exposed that the street code
The reason why labels are selling that, I'm finna get into another yap. I don't give a fuck. You're here. The reason why labels are pushing these rappers to push that degenerate shit is because they want the black community to fail. Because if you peep, white rappers don't talk about shit like that. Jack Harlow wasn't talking about how he was in the streets. Eminem wasn't. I don't know about Eminem. I wasn't really watching him. Justin Bieber wasn't talking about he was in the streets. I get he's not a rapper, but at the same time, they was talking about love and prosperity in relationships and vibing and enjoying life. But why is Young Thug talking about killing and gunning niggas? Why is King Von talking about killing and gunning niggas? Why was NLE Chopper talking about killing and gunning niggas? Why is that the only thing they can talk about? If they're not talking about that, they're talking about sex. They want to destroy the black community, bro. We all know this, but we tend to mask around that topic. That's why I believe it's very crucial to control who you support, bro. I wouldn't even listen to someone. I don't even listen to half of that shit no more. If it's a mainstream type of rapper, I'm not listening to you, bro. I don't respect you for real. You gotta have some good music for me to listen to you, bro. I will be honest. Be very wary who you support, bro, and who you listen to, bro.
Definitely is a myth, but you know what you guys think. Curious to hear what you guys have to say. I'll catch you guys in the comment section below.
Good video, Blackie. I respect your opinion about this. What y'all feeling in the comment section, bro? Do y'all think I'm spinning? Y'all think I'm capping? It's up to y'all. I don't know.